お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Hello, this is Death Rider, and welcome to another War Highlights video. This one is against Hulk Esmaga. And we had some pretty good attacks. They had a lot of engineered bases. But I figured I'd start this video off with a defense on me, mainly because I want to make a point of it. So, a lot of people on YouTube make videos saying, like, best attack strategy Town Hall 8, best attack strategy Town Hall 11. And this guy did what you're not supposed to do, but is what a lot of people do, and that is just straight up copy an army and imagine it'll magically work. So, let's see. Okay, so he did a pretty good funnel down here. His Electro Dragons should head more or less in, but what he forgot to notice is that there's a bunch of buildings out here, and not to mention that I have an air sweeper right here. So he drops 2 Electro Dragons, thinking that'll be plenty. Yeah, he drops a couple of balloons, congratulations, and then he drops all of his drags, and just like that, he spammed everything down. So the Eagle Artillery targeted this one Electro Dragon, but apparently, well, he uses his Warden's ability very early. Like, well, let's think about this. So you're supposed to use the Warden's ability when your troops are under the most fire, because you want them to survive through it. He used his Warden's ability not only after the Eagle Artillery hit, but also, I don't know if he did it because of the Inferno Tower, which died immediately. And like I mentioned about that Air Sweeper, which is dead, but notice what it did is it pushed all of his Electro Dragons over there. He does manage to take my Town Hall, but he still had a horrible funnel. It didn't look like he gave his attack strategy any thought. He just threw down his heroes on that side, threw down a couple of dragons, and said, that's good enough. Spam everything in, pops his Warden ability at no strategic timing. Yeah, he got his balloons. He already activated the Town Hall, took the Town Hall with the balloons, and they're all dead because of the bomb. That I don't care about. But it's the fact that he literally just went to YouTube, looked up best Town Hall 11 attack strategy, trained that army, and used it. I doubt he even practiced it, and even if he did practice it, he doesn't really know what he's doing. And this just goes along with my claim that everyone should make their own armies, practice with it, get good with it, learn how the troops interact with everything, and just mainly make your own army. Don't just go to YouTube and look up any old army just because someone on YouTube says, oh, it's the best strategy for Town Hall whatever. It doesn't mean it is for you, first of all, and it doesn't mean it is at all, because in those videos, I've noticed, like with Bowler Witch Golems, like they'll have that army, but they'll attack a base that is completely weak to it, or like they'll be lava. And I watched an Electro Drag video, and he attacked a base that is easily devoured by air. Like, you gotta at least use some sense. And I'm also gonna watch this defense on our number 6. And here again, I have the same feelings. Like I said, they're engineer. This guy's their number 10, yet he has level 2 Electro Dragons. He put a little bit more thought into it, but once again, he just carbon copied an army off of YouTube and thought it would magically work for him just because it worked for a guy on YouTube. So he does do a little bit better. Like, he does send his Wrecker with his heroes down one side to try to get some percentage, lure the clan castle, and generally do a lot of damage with that half of the army. And then he eventually sends all of his Electro Dragons up on the top. Here comes the balloons from his Wall Wrecker, although he doesn't support it. So those balloons literally did nothing. Literally, I don't think they destroyed a single building. They did some damage to that wall right there, but I don't think that's all I don't think they really did anything. Once again, he just spams in his Electro Dragons, thinking that they'd magically work for him. And yeah, Electro Dragons are really good, but first of all, I don't think they're really good all spammed as an entire army, personally. I think they would go good with like a Lava Loon. Maybe 2 or 3 with a Lava Loon, not just all at once. But notice, here again, brilliant funneling and strategy. Okay, he wastes his Warden's ability also. He should have saved it when the dragons were actually taking damage. Like, let's look at all these guys. They're not even hurt. Why did he use his Warden's ability? And okay, spell placement. He literally just dropped a rage on a haste. Like, his haste completely envelops his rage, or his haste is completely enveloped by his rage. He literally does not know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. I swear to God he doesn't. He just looked up an army and spammed his troops. And this is why a Town Hall 11 with max Town Hall 11 troops, more or less, doesn't 3-star a Town Hall 10. Because it's actually a lot like in Clash Royale. Like, I'm a level 12 with some max cards, but I've beaten max level 13s because they clearly don't know what they're doing. They just bought the account or something, looked up a deck online and said, oh yeah, I'll win with this because that guy won with it. Yeah, just like with this guy. He does get 99%, so I suppose you could technically count that as a 3-star, like if he had more time. But that's not the point. The point is, he doesn't know what he's doing. He went on YouTube, looked up an army, and said, yeah, okay, that's good enough. I don't feel like spending time to learn the game, so I'm just going to go Google an army and it'll work for me. And, yeah, I believe it's that Expo that he, yeah, it's the Expo he does it. 99%. Yeah, right there, 99%. Okay, now we have some attacks on our side by people that actually have a sense of what they're doing. Not saying this whole clan doesn't know what they're doing. They did get kind of close to winning, although I did have a bunch of failed attacks here. But that, I digress. Here we have an attack done by JP on their number 3. Now, this is actually a very interesting base. It's an anti-3, but it's actually a really poor one. Bowlers, like if I were a Town Hall 10 with bowlers, I would have devoured this base. But anyway, he sends in his Golem, Heroes, and Wall Wrecker, I believe. No, wait, he sends his Wall Wrecker down on the bottom. Yeah, here comes the Valks. He is rocking that hybrid army again with Golem, Valks, Heroes, and Hog Riders as his other half. He plays a jump, but the Valks still targeted that wall. I'm not sure why. Maybe he dropped the jump too late. And another thing, this clan did not really know how to fill clan castles. 1, 2, 3 baby dragons. Why would you do that? Baby dragons get a rage that's 1.5 damage when they're alone. So why would you put 3 in there? There again, I feel like they just went on YouTube and Googled that. But anyway, he does take out a fair amount of this base with this army. And notice he does start dropping his Hog Riders before his first army is dead, which is good. He keeps his heroes going. He sends down he sent down all of his hogs, a big clump. I would say I'm not a huge fan of that, but the way hogs work, I guess you really don't have a choice. That's just how hogs are, just like with balloons. And one thing I really liked about his attack is he really did good with his heal spells. He knew where his hogs were going to go. He knew how they were going to get there and dropped his heal spells so that his hogs would go through them to stay alive. Yeah, like look at this heal spell. I mean, a little bit more to... Well, no, that did cover all the hogs. And a very good 3-star for him. They all head over to that Tesla. And then, of course, you've got like 20 hogs here. So they're going to destroy everything in seconds. So a very good attack done by JP. And now I have an attack done by Outlander, R10, on their 5. Outlander's not engineered, might I add. But he did use a potion. He is a Town Hall 10. Notice his bowlers are maxed at level 2. And he got a donated wrecker. So let's see. He throws a golem. So he's using golem witch bowlers. So that's one half. And yep, there's the other half. He sends a golem with it. I like that he sent it so his golem is in front of his wrecker. The thing is, the wall wrecker is very tanky, but you don't want it to be in front. You want, like, I always drop golem, wrecker. You always want to have your wrecker behind your golem. I mean, it is good that it got stuck on that gold store, so it is behind. But anyway, he starts sending in all of the rest of his troops. His heroes down the middle. A pretty good funnel. His troops do go where he wants them to. Okay, the giant bomb there did a good number on his bowlers, though. That's unfortunate. Oh, he does have a heal spell. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't usually watch all of these attacks. I mean, I watch them a little bit to make sure that I want to put them in this video. His wrecker does get destroyed, and I really like his jump spell. I think one tile towards this cannon would have been better. I'm not sure if the troops can jump over this wall into this expo compartment. But still pretty good. It shows that he at least put some thought into his jump spell placement, which is what a lot of people don't. That single target Inferno does target his king. He does run away, which is good. And I believe his queen does proceed to take out that Expo and Inferno tower. Meanwhile, he has his witches stuck on this stuck on this Lava Hound, and some witches on the other side to continue nabbing percentage. Yeah, having a Lava Hound in Clan Castle is kind of a hit or miss, because if you have an army that has a lot of air defense, it would distract them pretty well. But like against this particular army, a Lava Hound is kind of pointless because it's not really doing anything to help defend. I mean, yeah, it's distracting 3 Valks, but that's basically it. But overall, I really enjoyed this attack. Like I said, that jump spell kind of took the cake for me. It may seem like a simple thing to you guys, but it's the fact that he thought about where he wants his troops to go, how much value he can get out of his spell placement. Very well done by Outlander. And last but not least, I don't know if this will be a shorter video or not, but we have an attack done by Abdul, our number 19 on their number 12, 3-star. I really liked this attack. He is a Town Hall 9 using, what is this, Go Wee Wee? Actually, it is a Go Wee Wee. He's got 4 wizards. It's not really a Go Wee Wee, but you could say it is, I suppose. Okay, so he starts on the bottom. You could tell he's pretty confident about his attack because he didn't worry about that Town Hall. I like that. He doesn't have a wrecker, though, because he is a Town Hall 9 with only 1 jump. He does have wall breakers, however. Let's see. He drops his wall breakers there. Not a fan of how he dropped his wall breakers. You want to space them out. He had, what is that, 5, 6 wall breakers? He should have went like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just in case it's like a bomb or a mortar hit or a wizard tower hit. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Like, there could have been a bomb there. I don't know. It's always good to do that. Another really good jump spell, well placed. And when I first watched this attack, I was a little confused. Like, that jump only gets him into not even half the base. How does he proceed to get a 3-star out of this? But I believe it is all of the skeletons, if I remember correctly. How the skeletons just eat through the walls. Witches are very powerful if used properly. Yeah, but holy crap, those skeletons just devoured that wall. Of course, Wizard Towers one-shots them, so it didn't even matter. But the rest of this is actually just cleanup. He does not even have level 20 heroes. He has level 20 king, queen, but his king is 16. But overall, I did enjoy watching this attack. It kind of made me think his attack was shut down at the start, like I said about that jump spell. But those witches definitely came in clutch for this guy, and in fact, they're still coming in clutch over here. Overall, a very nice 3-star by our 19 against their 12. Very nice job. And this war was a pretty concerning looking one at the start because of all their engineered bases. But overall, they could not manage to pull the win because of a lot of stars that they missed. So yeah, most heroic attack. I highly disagree. But anyway, thank you so much. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I had a horrible war too. I'm not saying I'm great, but at least I make my armies and I think about how I'm going to use them. Doesn't mean that it always works. Doesn't mean I'm not great at execution. I don't want anyone to think that I personally think I suck at the game, because I should be able to 3-star any base in existence, considering I have almost all max troops. I digress. Thank you so much for watching this War Highlights video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider subscribing and liking the video. If you have any recommendations for other videos in the future, don't hesitate to put them down in the comments. I am open to suggestions. I already had a suggestion to make a guide for beginners, which is definitely something I would be able to do, since I have been through the game a long time, 5 years. I downloaded this game November 2013, and despite the game being very different, I do know things that you should and shouldn't do. So if you want me to do that, leave it down in the comments if you want me to do a video about that. And like I said, any other ideas, send them down in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.